Well, it is Wednesday, and that means one thing happens on Wednesdays that we know. It's guaranteed, whether you're here in person or we see some of your others that you do, because you do a lot of these around the country and for your website and whatnot. So Jason Lindsey is in for our Hooked on Science segment.
Yes, he is, and we're bringing science education with Jason, so let us know, what are we doing today?
We've got 3 experiments, so they're pretty cool. Three of which kids can do at home. We're going to take this, turn it upside down, see if the paper towel gets wet. Giant spoon and fork that I eat spaghetti and ice cream with.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
We're going to do something cool with that, but we're going to start with this one. It looks like some kind of wacky gadget that you would put in a fuse box,
right? It does.
What it is it's going to indicate who's picked their nose in the last 15 minutes or not.
Okay.
So what do you think? Is she a booger picker or is he a booger picker? Or does he pick her nose?
Right, now that sounds about right.
Now that's the challenge.
Yeah.
So if I put my hand on this metal piece and India puts her hand on the metal piece and I touch her nose and it lights up, she's picked her nose in the last 15 minutes. You believe it?
Okay.
May I touch your nose?
Yeah.
Okay. Booger picker.
What the? No, I didn't.
Yeah. What about Jim?
I promise I didn't.
See, Jim, touch your nose?
Okay.
I'll touch. No.
You lie, you not. You.
Oh, did you see something? Did you?
It showed that I didn't do it.
Cheated.
Interesting. It's not about picking your nose. Well, I've seen them both pick their nose. No, I'm joking. It's about energy, the ability to do work. Hiding behind this door right here are 3 AAA batteries, and it's sending, on one side it's positive, one side it's negative. It's sending some electrons here and here. With Jim, I did not touch that metal piece. I did this. So how about this? You 2 hold hands. Is this typical?
Yeah, this is totally normal.
You hold that.
He hates this.
Okay, go ahead and let go. I know you don't want to hold hands.
I know.
So you hold that.
Okay.
Now, so the electrons, they're going through you, me, him, and stopped here. When we touch fingers, it should light up. Let's try it.
Oh, so we're completing the circuit here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Open circuit, closed circuit. His sleeve, his shoulder, insulator. What about his head?
Yeah.
Oh, that should light up.
Oh, yeah.
So
I love that.
It teaches kids a little bit about electrons and flowing through us. We were wires. Did you feel it? Did you feel the power?
I did feel the power. It
Absolutely.
was quite extensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
It opened my third eye, I think.
Did it? Yeah. It's important. Okay, so giant spoon and fork, we're going to sword fight.
Sword fight.
Okay.
Okay, no, we're not. So what we're going to do is put these together, and this is all about inertia, the tendency of an object to resist change. Then I'm going to place it on my head, okay? And then what's going to happen when I quickly turn to my right? Raise your hand if you think it's going to fall off my head and cut off my toe. Raise your hand if you think it's going to spin really fast and I'm going to fly through the air, the studio here, like a helicopter. Or do you think it's going to stay where it's at? What's your hypothesis?
Stay where it's at.
What's yours?
Stay where it's at.
You're right.
Absolutely.
Tendency of an object to resist change. The more mass an object has, the more inertia it has. It's your turn.
Yes.
My turn.
Stand directly in front of
Is
me.
it because I have the bald head?
Absolutely.
Is that what it is?
Next. India's next.
India has a ponytail.
So 3, 2, 1, go. Fast. Oh, wow. Now just stay one direction.
Oh, stay one direction. I was really good at
He
that.
was so excited.
See there?
There you go, Jim.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So it's all about balanced forces and, of course, the tendency of an object to resist change. The spoons, the spork is resisting the change, and that changes me moving really fast.
Why did you go with a spoon and a fork?
Because that got your attention.
Yeah.
All right.
You're
That's
right.
perfect.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
We're talking with kids who have been through a pandemic, who have been on their screens, and we got to do something to get them away from that.
Yeah.
Right.
So we try to use unique things like that.
Well,
okay.
that's unique.
Have some water here.
Okay.
You have a cup here.
All right.
You have a cup here, and I have a cup. Just in case if one does not work, we have a backup. So what's going to happen when I take and turn this upside down and dump it into the water? Is the paper towel going to get wet?
No.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I think Jim knows something about weather that's going to help him answer this.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to let you do yours first. Turn it
Okay.
upside down. Just submerge the whole cup in there, okay, all the way, and then pull out. Take your paper towel out. Is it wet?
No, it's not.
It is not wet. Okay. Again, watch. Push this in here like that, and the paper towel stays dry. Jim, you want to try yours?
Of course I do.
Yeah, this is all about something that is the basics of weather, and that is air. It's an invisible force. That invisible force is in that cup. So we're capturing the air now. We got air here. We got Jim's armpit air here. We're going to stick it in here just like this. And so the air is in there. You can't see it. I'm keeping it submerged in. That air is taking up space, so it's all about matter. And I remove it, the air is released, and it keeps the paper towel dry completely. Pretty cool though. These are simple experiments that you can do. We're getting ready to head in the summer season, and that means summer slide's going to happen. A percentage of what kids learn during the school year is lost during the summer. So what I try to do is provide parents with free stuff, free experiments that use ingredients from around the house to keep or prevent that summer slide from happening. I mean, before you know it, school will be out.
It will be. Let's not
Well,
talk
right,
about that.
heading into May.
Because we're already in spring break for my little one. So
I
yeah.
mean, we're just cruising right along here. And you talk about these experiments, and you do them, all, you know, we've talked about this before, but you do them all over the country. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
And you've been on, you know, broadcast television doing these as well.
Absolutely.
A little bit of everywhere doing mind-blowing science. It's interesting because I thought I was going to be a meteorologist for the rest of my life. When I got tired of TV, I was like, time to ditch this job. And then I'm back in it now.
And then here you are
and
again.
then you're back in it again. So, but yeah, Hooked on Science kind of came from that whole thing back in 2007 when I left TV the first time. Been doing it since then. Came back here and working with some of the best team members ever.
You know, he pointed at me first. You
I
know,
noticed that, and
you
trust
saw
me,
that.
it was accidental. He's left-handed.
accidental.
Oh, is that what it is?
No.
I didn't think so. So, more experiments. You're talking about the, you know, getting into the summer slide. How can parents and grandparents and just anybody find some of this stuff?
It's important for parents and kids to understand that in order to do science, you do not have to have Bunsen burners and beakers.
Okay.
Sure.
You don't have to be in a lab. You can be in your kitchen, and you can use ingredients from around the house. I mean, look at this. I mean, you may not have this giant spoon and fork, but you could easily get it.
Yeah.
You can get a container of water, cups. I mean, bottom line is use ingredients from around the house to get your kid excited about science. Don't make it too tough, number one. Use ingredients from around the house and make it fun. I mean, make sure the kid is having fun. Don't make them sit there and, I'm going to quiz you tomorrow. Make sure you know all of this. Because the best way to do it is to sneak it in while they're having fun.
Yeah.
Good point. When do we get to
Allows
dump
them
that
to
on her head?
Oh, I was going to let her decide on
Thank
where she
you.
was going to
Thank you so much. What were you saying, Jim?
I was saying
Well, you have 2 more hours of news left.
it's fantastic. I love your hair today. It looks
bet you do.
great.
I bet you do.
It does look beautiful,
Love
doesn't
that
it? Those
water.
earrings.
It'll be me and you, Jim. Me and you.
Fantastic stuff.
What do you think would win? I think there should be a duel.
You know what we should have done? One of the
Science duel.
ice bucket challenge when that was like in. We can bring it back.
You just want
You're going to dump it on
her,
him?
Absolutely.
That's how you want.
Or
I
maybe-
tried to get her to go into a special boxing match with me, and she wouldn't do it.
Oh, really?
She said
That surprises me.
Too much pent up aggression.
she said she with me.
Oh, well, that's me too.
Jason,
together.
We
Oh, no.
appreciate you being
Jason,
here, buddy.
thank you.